All right, back to really. I've left the title screen running enough to know about it. Too bad one of the most boring parts of the run is the first like 10 minutes. Talking to everyone and doing the first level. It's kind of a slog. But then the run gets kind of intense really quickly. Okay, now I can put my keyboard back on the ground. What if there was a way to credits warp where you made this cutscene turn into the finish one? Don't know how you could do that since there's pretty much zero inputs, but I can't decide if it's a good thing or a bad thing that the movement in the game doesn't leave very much room for glitches and stuff. Because on the one hand, like glitches make runs cool and interesting, but they also make them way harder. So, I don't know. If there was some frame perfect stuff in this game, I might not have the stomach for it. My sensor bar keeps moving. Okay, I think I need a. Okay, that should help. My sensor bar is sitting on top of a brick on top of my desk. What troubling experience do you have with glitches? Did you speedrun? Didn't you speedrun SMS or something? Or am I thinking of someone else? Your logo's SMS related. Your profile picture, that is. I need to remember to button match with my left hand to preserve my hands. Oh, yeah. I mean, I lost a bunch of time to a glitch in my last run. Just the movement glitching out in general every once in a while. Yeah, it seems like every time we find a glitch, it's just like the worst thing ever. How come that took so long? Come on, I was right on top of it. This is why I need to practice this level. Yeah, my thing glitched out because like I clicked on the ground where the frog was in Return of the Legend, and he just walked in the complete opposite direction right into a thing, and I got sucked up by one of the Iron Maidens and died. That time it wasn't my fault. That wasn't a whole minute time lost like my other thing. I kind of wonder if I would have lost less time if I just died on purpose right after I accidentally turned the bomb back into a frog and then revived, but probably wasn't worth the risk since I don't know. It might have just put me back in the same spot and I would have lost 30 seconds for no reason. I find it kind of interesting where the game respawns you when you die. Like in my last run, in my last run, I died in Keeper and it restarted and it just put me back at like the start of the level, but pretty much everything else of the level was the same. Come on. Yeah, that was weird. Oh, I discovered a glitch last run. It also doesn't help at all. But if you open a door in Operation Takeback at the same time that Rose or a goon opens a door in the escape sequence, the it like doubles the length of the animation and the sound effect. It doesn't lose or gain time because you gotta wait in that level anyways, but it was kind of weird. So add that to the list of glitches that are no help at all. Okay, that was a pretty good umbrella. Come on. Aha. I got Nightbot. It only does something every 40 minutes, so it shouldn't be annoying. If it, do you think it's annoying that it puts a thing in there every 40 minutes? I'll turn it off. I didn't realize how big that message was. I have a handful of commands, mostly just YouTube. There's a Discord command, but I don't have a Discord, so it just talks about the Zack and Wiki Discord. And platform command, because I've had a few people ask me if I'm playing on an emulator, and then world record command, so everyone can find out how good your world record is. Okay, that was a much better saw. Dang, I keep forgetting to take my jacket off when I do this, because it's kind of a workout. All right. Na, 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 na. All right. That was pretty good. Nice. It saved zero point 0.2 seconds. I think all the splits except for the last one are my most recent one. So I need to get a actual PB so my splits are accurate. I think I could get world record if I was lucky enough and played well enough, but both of those involve luck apparently, so. Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, I'm an ordinary pirate. For now. Alright, this time it's faster to do the left side first because when you click on the I think when you click on the library when you click on the library it instantly zooms you in so you don't have to watch him walk or anything because you're not actually talking to anyone. But it might be the same thing with the coffin. Whoa, what is this glitch? I did a glitch and it helped. Did you see that? I don't think you're paying attention anymore because they haven't said anything. What? My PC is plugged in. Did this get unplugged? Oh, no it didn't. Just wiggled loose. Alright. No. Alright, things are already going much better than last run. I had a warm up. Alright. Nice. 8 seconds ahead. And I didn't even have to use any Oracle dolls. I'm all alone. No one wants to watch me play Zack and Wiki. I'm so lonely. The only people who see this as maybe the moderators. Things are going good though. Feeling pretty speedy right now. Not anymore. There we go. I could have sworn that took. Oh, well, I guess I don't normally have to watch the cutscene. Ba-da-ba. Yeah, I guess. Just don't talk too loud. I wasn't my best fluting. Flouting. I'm not sure what's proper. Alright, that felt pretty good. Oh wow, yeah, I saved time. Wasn't my best, but it was good. Wow, I'm gaining time slowly but surely. This is what happens when you get better at the game. Alright, next level. hate this one. I need to run this level again. That was a little rough. Alright, so far so good. Was it not my cleanest, but no pauses in the cranking. I'm getting much better at that stuff. Mm, 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 mm. I could have sworn I started shaking my remote a little earlier than that. It's fine. No, not a half second. This run is so dead. Alright. Oh, wow. I gained 9 seconds? What happened in my last run? That's like a lot. Must have had a rough 3 colossi. I feel so low. I'm sure Bowser Jr. had to do something very important. Oh, come on. Alright, let's go. Alright, come on, good luck. First piece of real luck. Yes, okay. Not the best, but not the worst. If only I could pick it up. Goodness. Oh, someone's here. Doing pretty good. I got Snake on the second rock. Or sorry, not Snake. I got the worm on the second rock. But I had trouble picking it up for some reason. So not my greatest performance there. But no one was there to see it, I guess. Okay, thought I missed it. That's good. Man, I had a little pause there trying to pick up the plug. Come on. Ty is getting to that hole so hard. You know, going up these stairs is much harder than going down. Okay, I thought maybe you could get in the water by not going down the diving board. Apparently not. I could have sworn you could, but I haven't been able to do that since I played it casually when I was like 10, so not my best swimming. Goodness. This is why I supposedly need a Wii Motion Plus remote. I have one, I just don't think it works. Oh, it's just you, Bowser Jr. I didn't die in oh, that was a gold fountain? Yeah, saved a lot of time off of second rock. That was a gold though. That's good. I didn't think it was a gold, but no. Oh my goodness. Why do I always do this? I'm constant disappointment to myself. All right, let's not die. I die at the very end way too often here. All you need to do is walk right up to him, which is apparently very difficult. I just want to know where they ran from, because there's nothing over there. Imagine if the rock he throws was just sitting right in front of the treasure chest, so Zack doing this actually helped him a lot. Then again, this rock doesn't actually exist because it just instantly disappears the second he throws it, or the second the level starts. Man, my sawing game is not as good as it used to be. Nice. Nope. Wow, I did not get very good luck with these. Gosh, get in the water. They feel like really big time losses when you use to get out of the water and stuff like that. I love this part of the run. That's great. At least if I die up here, I get to see that again. Get out of there. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm not dying here again. That's better. What a great sound effect. The slide whistle. All right. Wow. How am I so far ahead? Wow. That wasn't even a gold. I'm 3.5 minutes ahead. And what happened in my last run in King of the Jungle? Wait a minute. That must be a mistake. It's only like a minute ahead. That's weird. Oh wait, no, that's a new split. That's why. So things are going pretty good. I'm liking how this run is turning out. All I need to do is not have awful luck. And to not have my Wii remote die. I should have grabbed some batteries before I started. We're good. I just asked my brother to get me some doubly batteries in case the same thing happens again. Nope. I always forget it's the bottom one. I don't know why, because I know the Keeper of the Ice is there. I just don't know that Crystal Key is down there. Ugh. Come on, give me a good setup, please. That's not what it did. Alright, apparently we're doing this one now. Apparently not. There you go. Alright, that was rough. Well, I think I've gotten the worst luck in Crystal Key like every single run. Can't the game just throw me a bone and give me a good pattern? I'm just glad the handle has a hitbox because for some reason I'm hitting it every time. Okay, that's pretty good. Other than the bad pattern. But I got that like literally every time. Alright, not my best, but that's pretty good. Try ice key. There we go. Wow. This it's the weird things that look different when you're in widescreen mode. It helps a lot to turn the key when instead of pointing directly at the thing, I point like I kind of hold my rope up at head level. That seems to help me with turning these keys. I don't know why. Oh wow, I'm pretty far away. I'm surprised that I didn't mess that up. All right. Wow, a gold, and I'm almost 4 minutes ahead. Okay, things are looking good. So that means I'm already on PB pace. Better than I'm already faster than PB pace. If I stick at this pace and still mess up the final battle, I should still be able to get former world record. Hey, my sum of best now says exactly 3 hours. Hopefully that'll change though. Right? Thanks for popping in, Fascioloria. And you're totally right. You're interested in this speed run? Alright, this is one of the few levels I have a world record in. So hopefully you'll be able to see some really cool playing here. This is one of the coolest ILs to watch and run. Wait, did you? Yeah. Alright. Alright, here we go. This is one of my levels. Alright, they left already. Alright, I think this might mess up the cycles here. No, it doesn't. It doesn't mess up the cycles. Okay. So we can keep going in fast mode. Come on, shovel faster, Zack. Alright, here we go. Uh, Oh, dang it, I didn't quite get fast cycle. But that's okay. We're still speeding. We're speeding along here. Okay, pick it up, please. Yes. Nice. Got up the ladder. Nice. That was really good. I'm really happy with that. For an IL, wouldn't have been record, but it would have been a good run. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for most of these levels. Okay, apparently I'm dropping the shovel. I'm sure the hideout has lots of shovels anyways. Wow, that was all right. Nice, a gold. I'm now over 5 minutes ahead. Man, this run's going so well that it's destined to fall apart. But all right. Yeah, did you know that if you click on things in the hideout, like some of them move and stuff? I did not know that until a couple days ago. All right, this is one of the worst levels to run because it hurts. It hurts everywhere. I've been having not fantastic RNG, but not the worst. Not as bad as last time. But actually, it might be. Yeah, it's not as good as record either. But this is definitely could be my the run where I finally accomplished my goals. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, crap. That really stinks. I minor time loss, but I wanted it to be better still. Last time it was worse. Hope I didn't. You didn't just hear a loud noise when I bumped my microphone there. Um, Nice. Oh, I forgot to pick up the icicle. That's okay. It's not a big deal. It's just a minor time loss there. I don't like these minor time losses. They keep happening. Come on. Oh my goodness, walk up there. Man, I never do good on this level. Things aren't going quite as smooth as I was hoping. No, what is happening? Where am I going? No. Okay, that wasn't the worst. Wasn't the best either, though. Alright, here it comes. The part where I get carpal tunnel. Ugh. tired already. Why does he keep walking around that way? Yay, here comes my AA batteries in case my Wii remote dies again. Nope, is not what I clicked on at all. I like how when you're zoomed out, all the sound effects are a little bit quieter. Oh yeah, and sorry there's no game audio. I don't know what's wrong, what's up with OBS. I've tried everything. Hopefully I'll be able to get it fixed. As you're out to see, it is faster to do it the bottom way because there's only a little bit of damage left to do here. If it will rotate. Just got to do this for a while. And it's not fun. But it's fast. Oh, come on. Rotate. Come on. Yeah, that's better. I hate that stuff. It randomly will turn back around. Come on, I just gotta do it for a little longer. Oh, finally. Ugh, my hand. This is not healthy. This one level is the worst. Okay. So that was time lost there. How much? Oh man. Lost 19 seconds? Ouch. My insane keeper of the ice. Didn't kinda, a lot of it got swept away. That's okay though. It's still really good. Still 4 minutes ahead is 4 minutes ahead. Ugh. My hand still recovering. Good thing there's some cutscenes here. Dang it. No deaths, and I didn't get the optimal setup. Our theory might not hold as much water as we thought, Bowser Jr. Maybe I'll get it in one reset like I did my first run where I had no deaths. There it is. Ah, there he is. The music for this level is really good. Alright, come on. Second try, please. Nope. Are you kidding me again? Alright, that's 3 resets. Okay, it took 3 resets. So, better than usual, but not great. The worst we've seen is 11 resets. I'm only a minute behind. Yeah, I'm playing really good. I got bad RNG in Crystal Key. And I had to reset 3 times right here, so that's not great. Um, I had a slow icicle, but I had a really good Keeper of the Ice, probably because I've been doing it like crazy. Oh, I'm that I should have waited a little bit more. All right, this is going pretty good. Crystal Key makes a little bit of a difference. I mean, okay, that no, stop it. What is what is happening? Why does Zack do this sometimes? All right, now go back down. If I have to watch him attack, I'm gonna be pretty mad. All right, that was good. We've seen that go. We've seen that go much worse, haven't we? I know. I should have just let him move, but I got impatient. That's this speedrun requires a little more patience than I initially expected when I started. That's the kind of thing that messed me up when I died in Return of the Legend last time. Yeah, but I'm mostly just playing really good. All right, nice. That was good. I never know what to do here if I don't have time to get the mirror. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, guess we're going this way. All right. The movement in this level in particular is pretty tough because everything you need to click on is kind of small. The hitboxes for the mirror stands are like shockingly tiny. So, it's tough. This level, for me at least. Oh, I don't know why it lags here all the time. I always get a little tiny bit of lag while I'm walking to the treasure chest. All right. That was pretty good. I don't think that's gonna be a golds, but that was pretty good. Oh, that was a gold. And it gained a whole minute. I'm gaining way too much time. I don't know what happened to my splits. Oh, I had to reset way more times in my last run. That's why. All right. All right, now I gotta we're on to some RNG. This level really stinks. I'm really, really bad at Simon Says. In my last run, I lost to it like 3 or 4 times. And then it gave me one that was only 4 long, which I assume only happens if you fail it enough times. So that was fun. I just gotta not talk once I get there. What? It was 2 ups. Okay, only one fail, which is bad, but better than last time. Because apparently Simon Says is very difficult for me. I don't know why we call it Simon Says. Shouldn't we call it like, what's that thing called? Alright, so far so good. Other than messing up Simon Says once, I'm doing okay. Oh, come on. Why'd you have to drop it over there? Then. Alright. I got like a 9 or something, but then I just messed it up instantly because I'm bad at Simon Says. And then I got like a 5, and then I got a 5, so it was okay. And the rest of the level went fine. So, probably gaining time since in my last one I lost to Simon Says like 4 times. I still lost time over my record somehow. I don't know what I did differently. How many resets for Fountain? 0. I got it in my second pot. So that was nice. That was very nice. Alright, here we go. Lake of Fire. This is real RNG. I had to reset 3 times in Frost Breath. My icicle was pretty slow, so that's why I've lost my most time probably. Just not just general poor play and in that. I have a theory, but I'm not going to test it right now. But I feel like the Fang is very commonly in like the 4th and 5th pot, like to the top right of the goon. But now's not the time for testing that. Okay. I'm just going to really hope it's not in that one. It's going to be in that one though, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Please. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. You got this is so retarded. Oh my gosh. Please be the square. I don't want it to be the right one. No. I'm so mad at the world right now. Why did the game do this to me? What did I do to deserve this? This is just awful. I know, right? I just accidentally walked past it and I was just like, what are the chances that it's the first one? Oh my gosh. The one time it's in that spot, I'm, man, I'm so mad. I can't believe that. I wasted so much time there. Oh my gosh. This is where the run starts going south. Okay. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine always getting that first try? How amazing would that be? Oh my gosh. I just can't believe it. Why the game knew I was gonna do that. Oh, there it is. Okay, that strategy didn't work. I tried to hold it a little bit differently, but it didn't really work. Seti saw 1, wrists 0. What is up with my sawing today? Why can't I saw good? Why did that linger so long? I just clicked there, come on. Ugh. Wow, that's a lot of time loss. That stings. I mean, I wasn't super lucky in my last one either, but still. 12 seconds. No, like 22 seconds. Ugh. And it could have been a time gain. Could have been a huge time gain, but it wasn't. Alright, Relics of the Past. The more I play this level, the more I like it. I used to really hate this level, but now it's cool. Mostly because it was like so scary. These Orion walkers don't scare me anymore. This level is so big. For such a linear level, it's very big. Oh, that was good. Mm. I've said it many times, but going up and down that thing a billion times is kind of annoying. Like, why couldn't they put the snake hole closer to this thing? You can start moving there so early. Alright, it's time for this. Alright, nice. Oh, okay, good. That's where I messed it up. Pretty good. I completely forgot the box in one of my runs. I just forgot to take the Orion Walker up and get the box. Oh, nice. That was nice. Wow, there's some insane platform entries there. I'm glad that box teleported to the right location. I've never noticed Zack's face when that explosion happens. Come on, come on. Place it down. That was rough. I got the teleporting glitch up here. I don't know if it's just yeah, I mean, I guess it's a glitch because why would they intend that? I got the teleporting to the treasure chest glitch for the first time a couple runs ago. So that was exciting. Maybe it was my first run. I can't remember. My first or second one. Okay, I think I already missed it. Come on. Ah, man, I didn't do very good at that one. Oh, I got it. Nice. For the second time ever. All right. That was pretty good. Nice. I gained some of that time back. That's a gold. Getting all kinds of golds. I've gained a whole minute of golds this run. I mean, it's only my fifth run, so that's kind of to be expected. All right, now dragon scales, my favorite. I lost a bunch of time on this. I lose time on this level frequently. Huh. I don't really like this level. I don't think that's a mystery to anyone who's in the community. But it's probably gonna hop. Oh, come on. I haven't missed this in forever. Alright, one miss. That stinks. Alright, this is when this level gets a little stressful. Alright, here we go. It's time for stress. Come on, look at it. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I think we're good. Cutting it pretty close, though. Alright, we're good. I hate getting up here and then realizing that I forgot the racket. I do that all the back when I played it casually. That was like the number one reason why I'd lose. I'd forget the goon or the racket. Alright, that was pretty good. Alright, this dragon scales is turning out pretty good. It's still, this level still makes me pretty nervous. Nice, first try on that one. Whoa. I don't think I'm supposed to be standing here. Alright, we did it. Now we just need to get there quickly. Okay, nice. Alright, pretty good. Alright, lost a couple seconds. Lost a few seconds. Okay, I lost several seconds. 9 seconds. But, that's okay. Still on a fantastic pace. Alright, here we go. Time for the boss level. Alright, nice long cutscene here without much words. Ah, Got to rest my hand a little bit here. I just noticed that the water thing, I don't know what to call it. It's not a chandelier. There's plenty of chandeliers in this game. But it's just sitting there. It's not on anything. Oh, this guy hit me here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That was bad. That could cost me good cycles, which would cost me several seconds at the end of the level. So I gotta play pretty clean in this. This level has t high stakes when it comes to losing and gaining time. Nope. All right, looks good. All right, now we walk. Now we walk a lot. Okay, might get a fireball here, but it's not gonna hit me. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's on a pretty big delay. The music in this level is pretty good. The music in this whole game is really great. But this level is one of the really good ones. The it's all really good, but this is one of the really, really good ones. There we go. English is hard. I wouldn't like to have to learn English again. Must feel bad for every person who doesn't grow up with English and has to learn it to interact with Americans and people from other countries and stuff. It really stinks that English became the language of business and the language of the world, kind of. They're much easier languages for people to learn. Come on up. Alright, we're almost done. Looks like the dad is going into the back. I'm not sure how the timing's gonna work out. Hopefully he'll come back and we won't have to wait for him. Is he gonna spit a fireball from all the way over there? Oh, I guess he is. Alright. Now this is when he should start coming over here. Dang it, he stayed over there? You gotta be kidding me. Seriously, why are you spitting a fireball over there? Now I gotta wait for him. It's gonna take forever. Waiting. The enemy of speedy speedruns. Ugh. Alright. This is one of the hardest parts, walking to the treasure chest without stopping. I think we're definitely losing some time here. Dang it, I stopped. I stopped again. Go down the flipping ladder. I totally clicked on it. See what I mean? It's one of the hardest parts. Oh, did I gain time? Huh. Somehow I gained time. Mm-hmm. Alright, we're moving into one of the levels I like. Another level that I didn't like before that I've grown to like. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's get this map. Alright, let's go. This is one of the easiest levels to mess up. Alright, so far, no pressing the middle button. Come on, throw it. The heck was that? Alright. Okay, still no major slip-ups yet. Man, this just must be the one of the hardest levels to figure out casually. This is definitely one of the levels that I died at all the time. Too bad we can't go back out that way because this guy's gonna turn the thing back on. Oh my goodness, I just realized something. Oh no, I'm such an idiot. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I keep doing that. There goes so much of my time. Oh my gosh. I'm so mad. How do I keep doing this? I'm such a moron. Gosh. What the heck was that? Wait, what? I shot the thing. Oh my gosh, this is a disaster. What is this? This is... I'm so mad about this. Why won't it do it? This is the worst. I can't believe this. Oh my gosh. This run was going so well. Goodness. Oh yeah, now I gotta start the stupid plane again. Ugh, that really stinks. Let's see how much time I've lost. That was just awful. Wow. 30 seconds. Ugh. That was rough. Okay, I can gain that time back, but I was hoping to gain that much time anyways. What the heck? What was that? Oops, put my mic there. That's such a load of garbage. Last thing I need is more time loss. Ugh. Ugh. I'm never gonna get over that stupid time loss in Operation Takeback. It could have been worse. It felt like way more than 30 seconds. So I'm glad it was only 30 seconds. But still, 30 seconds, that's still a ton. I don't know why these keys seem to do much better. Come on, Zack. Now I'm playing bad because I'm frustrated. Alright, time for the painted secret. That was a gold? Seriously? How did that happen? Gained 4 seconds, so that's nice. Not enough. Not. That was still some dumb time loss in there. Alright, this is one of the levels I'm better at, so calm down. Okay. Gonna turn this around. Well, it's already a really good. All right, here we go. Good sweeps. Okay, no good sweeps. Come on. What the heck? What was that? Ah, that's the worst. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why these keys seem to do so much better. Okay, now I gotta remember to pick up the broom. I forgot that last, or not last time, but once. That was not fun. Alright, nice. Back through the door. Okay, that wasn't the best, but that wasn't the worst either. That painting can be very fickle. I did not even know you could do that. Okay, that took way too long. Gosh. That's another thing that's kind of inconsistent. Alright, that was pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, I think I gained some time there. Nice. 6 more seconds. We're getting back to 5 minutes. It's inevitable. Time for Mirror Mirror, some more RNG. Yay. Mirror Mirror. Alright. Okay, meat. Meat deer. Okay, good. No chandelier. Alright, nice. Oh my gosh. Stupid glitch. Alright. Deer. Dang it, chandelier. Deer, chandelier, bones. Or at least this time I only got one chandelier. What? Ugh. Accidentally hitting the B button stinks. Alright. Okay, this is going pretty well other than that one chandelier. Alright, hopefully that'll be my only chandelier. Come on. Ah, stop pausing. Dang it. Chandelier, bones, deer, window. Chandelier, deer, bones, window. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. There better not be a chandelier in this. Bones. Chandelier. Ugh. Bones, chandelier, window. Bones, chandelier, window, meat. Ugh. That stings. There goes the time I was gaining on this level. There goes some more. Okay, at least I got right to the good spot. Ugh. Man, I'm losing that much time. 20 seconds? Ah, that's almost as much time as dying cost me. Alright, here's mad science. This one's a real doozy. But if I do good, I might be able to gain some time. Ugh. Losing 5 minutes is seeming distant now. Alright, nice. Go down this flippin' ladder. Come on. Alright, I know where I have time gain in this level. Alright, gotta remember to do the water. Okay, that wasn't the best, but it was okay. Hey. I'm having a pretty good run other than a few mishaps. I had a death in Operation Take Back, and then I messed up some other stuff because I was all flustered. So I lost 30 seconds there, and I just lost 20 seconds in Mirror Mirror because I messed up the final whatchamacallit. I messed up the final puzzle thing. So I had to do that again. And I got so because of that I got 3 chandeliers instead of just the usual. I was set to get 2, but then I got another one. Yeah, I'm gonna knock on wood here. There. Wood knocked. But yeah, I wish I could get back to 5 minutes ahead, but that's not looking too likely. All the splits other than the final one are of my the one that's currently on the leaderboard, but the last one is my actual PB that I didn't record and stuff. Okay, now I need to get the snake grabber before I go in the water. I mean, what kind of idiot would accidentally go in the water first? Definitely not me. Yeah, well, I did that once. For some reason on this level, even though it's one of the hardest ones, I always go on autopilot and mess it up. If Nightbot is annoying, it only does that every like 40 minutes, so it shouldn't be like super annoying or anything. But if that bothers you, then I'll decrease the rate or whatever, or I'll turn it off or whatever. Yeah, this is my first stream with it. 40 minutes seems like a pretty fair time to me. It's not going to annoy anyone, even in this very not super active chat. Okay, 3 of these. 2, 3. I was ahead of the world record for a while, but kind of got messed up. Yeah, I lost way too much time on Operation Take Back. I had like amazing RNG for in Lake of Fire, but I didn't. It was in the very first. The Fang was in the very first pot, but I skipped it accidentally, and then I was like, okay, well, it's probably not in that one. And so I broke like 5 more pots, and then I came back, and it was in the first one. So that really stunk. I had to reset 3 times, and oh, whoa, no, no, go back there. Whoops. Yeah, our world record has just got so much good luck in it. But the world record's final battle is pretty rough. But yeah, it is beatable. You don't need the same level of luck if you can play better, because Bowser Jr. is really good, but he's not perfect. Luckily. If he was, then I probably wouldn't be playing this game so much. Alright, now we grab this potion. I don't know why, but I've been having trouble with this level gives me a lot of trouble. I don't know why. I walked I when I turned small this time, I just went straight for the water without getting the key on not my last run, but the one right before that. Yeah, I gave trouble 2011. Well, it still gives me trouble, and I'm technically a world record holder, so yeah, that run was not good. I think I'm playing better than my first run, other than that one death. All right, I did it. No deaths or restarts. No major slip-ups. This is, in my opinion, like the hardest level in the game other than Barbaros Land. I don't know, I might have to think about it a little bit more. Alright, I think I gained time there. Probably not 27 seconds. Whoa! What happened last run? Okay. That's, but imagine if I hadn't lost 50 seconds to being dumb. Yeah, that was good. That was I'm pretty proud of how I did that. Okay, now this level is my arch nemesis. This is the run killer. In my PB, I lost a minute here due to stupidity, and in my PB that's on SRC because I actually recorded it. I lost like I don't know 30 seconds or something because I died because of a glitch. So that wasn't fun. I don't know if it'd be fair to call it a glitch, but it's definitely like you're gonna get PTSD. Yeah, this level stinks. There's so much waiting and, you know, yeah, really? Yeah, that was a really good mad science. That might be better than my IL record. That was pretty good. So, what you missed, Bowser Jr., I died in Operation Takeback, because I walked through a door too early when the goon was going from the engine thing to the elevator. I totally forgot that I had to wait for him to get in the elevator, so I just bumbled in there like an idiot and died and lost 30 seconds in that level. And then, yeah, gosh, PTSD. I lost 20 seconds in, which was it? Mirror Mirror, because in the last sequence I messed it up, and so I had to do it again. And so because of that, I got 3 chandeliers instead of just 2. And also I had to do it again, so that was not fun. All right, this is, if I can just do this level good, I'll have so much time save, it'll be insane. All right, now I just kind of sit here for a while. This level is got to be one of the worst ones for ILs. I mean, I think Icicle is the worst because it's so physically grueling because you got to do the sawing and the hammering and it's kind of long. But this level, there's just so much waiting, and so there's only like a few spots that really count for time save. And so it's kind of, so I don't know. But Bowser's had this record for a little too long. I'll probably switch to Bowser Jr.'s 309 splits once I get to the final level. Okay, first try, right? Whoa, I'm inside of it. Oh, that stinks. Hope I don't. Oh, and wow, you had to bounce all the way over there, did you? Come on, get over there. Okay, we made it. It's fine. Oh, you might have missed this, but because of my last run, I have a pair of AA batteries next to my desk. So if my Wii remote dies again, I'll be ready. Because, oh my gosh. That. Oh my goodness. Drop the. Yeah, right. Well, I was going pretty fast. Had to do like half the final level again. Lost like 6 minutes. Ugh, that was just the worst. Oh, this is the segment where we sit here and wait for a little while. I like to break these pots. All right, red. Oh yeah, I'm rich. I mean, if you can speedrun sharpening pencils, why not replacing the batteries in a Wii remote? All right, blue. Seems like blue like never gets this. I don't know why. Uh-oh, I kind of have to go to the bathroom. And I can't really do that. All right. Now this is where I need to not mess it up. This is the part that always kills me. Get out of there. No, a Batbrella. No, two Batbrellas. Gosh dang it. I like to preserve as many Batbrellas as I can. Oh, come on. Oh. Okay, that's good. This is where I died last time. I clicked here and I walked right into it. That was very painful. And annoying. Are you kidding me? How is that not close enough? Oh, come on. Alright, now I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna click on anything. I'm not gonna risk it. Yay. Ugh. Well, there goes another Batbrello. Oh no, it's back. I wonder if the animation where they suck in everything, if it's longer, if there's a snake there. Because, I mean, that would make sense because you have to watch the animation of the snake going back in the pot and then getting sucked up. Alright. This is like the fastest Return of the Legend I've ever done so far. No deaths, no restarts. It's amazing. No big, stupid, dumb mistakes. Wiki's telling me to relax. No can do. Uh-oh, my stream's lagging a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, everything's fine. The computer that I'm watching my stream on kind of froze. Okay, we're good. We're still here. I've got a bad feeling about this. Gosh. Alright, that was pretty good. Pretty good umbrella grab. Uh-oh, ghosts. No, thank you. I don't want that thing. Alright, there we go. Okay, time to switch to my left hand. Because I'm not gonna wreck my left hand's wrist for this. Or my right hand. My right hand's wrist must stay intact. It's gone through enough already. Yeah, the game audio, I can't figure it out. OBS isn't getting any audio. This has been going on for a little while. I'm not sure why. I've messed with the settings, returned everything to defaults, and then put them back to where they were. I don't know what happened. But yes, welcome to the stream, Hydrus. I'm on a pretty good pace. I lost I've lost 50 minutes to mistakes so far. Or not 50 minutes, 50 seconds. Alright, I think just one more after this. Oh, oh yeah. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this run's going really well though, other than those a few things. I don't know how I gained 2 whole minutes in mad science, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. The audio from the capture card supposedly is going to the desktop, and then I set my desktop audio to, speakers. So, and it worked before, so I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, thanks for the good luck. I will do the best I can. We're coming up on some major RNG stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm just using my headphones, but I'm not even like the reason I'm hearing game audio is because I have my headphones connected directly to the Wii to HDMI, but I do have a thing connected to my PC, so the PC thinks that there's headphones plugged in. And that was working fine before, so nothing's changed, it's just other than it's not working. I've run out of things to test, so I've restarted my computer. I've tried turning it off and on again, yeah. Were you about to say that? Rose goes through so many emotions in like 10 seconds. Alright, here comes my best level. But sadly, this is also the level with the most RNG. I don't know, it's hard to define most RNG, but it's got the the most like individual points of RNG. And one of them can get you stuck forever. One of them's 50-50 and will just make you lose a lot of time, and you can literally be trapped forever in like two separate spots, I think. Alright, let's go. This is a spot where I can definitely gain time over Bowser Jr.'s, because, yeah, I'll try. Though try to keep the swearing down, Bowser Jr. I know, I'm trying as hard as I can, though. Wait, how much time? Oh, I lost 2 seconds in Return of the Legend? How did that happen? What did I do differently? I don't know. Can we acknowledge how resilient Hexaleg is? She gets shot in the... You can literally shoot her in the face infinite times and she'll never die. She can take a lot of damage. Yeah, well, I don't think that lost any time because I was waiting for the next cycle anyways. Yeah, black's kind of boring. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I need to fill that black space at the bottom with something. Probably just like a link to my YouTube and some pictures or something. I don't know if it'll look as cool as Night Phantom. No, wait, that's not his name. Something like that. All of a sudden I can't remember his name. Oh, okay. One restart. This level is so much different because now that I'm on my monitor, I'm in wide. I'm in the. I have my Wii set to widescreen, and so some stuff is different in the game, and I've never seen it that way before. Does OBS have a setting where you can just change the background to a different color? I discovered filters on OBS, so hopefully you're hearing way less of me breathing, because that was very annoying. More annoying to you than it was to me, I bet. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, just an image source. Oh, come on. Oh, I guess I'd better just wait. And I thought I knew he wasn't gonna attack. This really stinks. My instincts made me pause, so that stinks. Okay, hopefully I can put this thing in there fast enough. Too bad I had to carry it all the way to the ladder. Ugh. I could have sworn. See, that's what I'm talking about. It looks way different down there, so. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I do it too early again? This is the worst. I can't believe it. Okay, this better give me good RNG now. How could I mess it up twice? Okay, good. Alright, now don't attack me. I'm so used to it looking differently. I could time everything and stuff. Okay, good. It gave me good RNG this time. This still hurts real bad. That's like 30 seconds at least. I just want to beat my record by like 5 minutes. If I'm getting a -5 minutes there all the time. I missed the torpedo on Hexa like twice, so I had to restart. But the second time I got perfect RNG, so it was okay. But still, ugh. That's so annoying. I was like, oh, okay, I thought she wasn't gonna attack me, but then she did, and so one torpedo gone. Gotta focus on this. That wasn't great. Yeah, don't worry about it, Hydrus. Yeah, it wasn't a 6-minute screw up. Yeah. It could be worse. At least I wasn't stuck restarting for eternity, waiting for her to dive up again. Alright, now get that. Ugh. Okay, when I get down here, I think I can pull the lever immediately because I had to watch that cutscene. But my track record so far has not been very good. Yeah, I can pull it. Ugh. It's okay. I'm good at this level, so if I get good RNG, I can salvage it. I think all of Peniv's times are real. I mean, we've beat most of them now. And I'm starting to think the cyber scores might have merit because we've beaten a few of them. Though one person being so utterly dominant in all of them still seems fishy to me. I know we've beaten like two of them. No, I know we've beaten Great Chase, and we've beaten Keeper of Ice because that's the only one Pen have had. Wow, the second shooting always goes so much better. Maybe we should try to get in touch with that imprisoned guy like we did with Penev. He has a YouTube channel, but all he has is some really fast Skyward Sword boss fights. Yeah. Skyward Sword speedruns are really cool. I didn't even know about it till I saw his YouTube channel. And I was like, oh, I wonder what those look like. It's actually really neat. Skyward Sword was like the first game I ever played that I was just completely obsessed with. Because all my friends got it the same Christmas. Well, we'll be able to beat, we're starting to beat some of his times, so he's not, maybe he's not as incredible as we once thought. But some of them are still just insane. But I mean, I looked at his The Great Chase time and was like, that's impossible, and now I've beaten it, so. All right, there's our one attack. And now no more, right? Oh, nice. Okay, we got good RNG, so there's hope. Okay. Oh, no, we're definitely losing time, but it could be so much worse. We got perfect RNG for the rest, but it's all right. Well, I can't be that excited because now I've got to do Barbaros Land. Okay, we've lost 30 seconds. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, Ugg is right. No. We almost lost a whole minute. Ugh. 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 I didn't think it was that bad. 51 seconds. All right. That's officially 101 seconds over the course of this run lost to being dumb. A minute and 41 seconds. Barbaros Land is a level I'm very bad at, and Bowser Jr. is just so much better than me at it. So, we'll see. I'm getting better at it. Um, all right, here we go. What happened to my pointer? Okay. Oh, I didn't notice. Hydra's followed. If you're here right now, thank you. We're at 8 followers. I'm basically a Twitch streamer now. I don't remember. How many do you need for affiliate? Like 50 or something? Yeah, I've had a few people just pop in and be like, "Oh, this game is so good," and then they generally leave. Like, what? Come on. Don't you want to see someone play the game faster than they've ever seen before, unless they happen to have dropped by speedrun.com and watched Bowser Jr.'s record? Yeah, it's so unfortunate. I can't get anybody to play it that I know. I don't get it. I don't think they trust my judgment very much, though. I don't. I don't have a great track record. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I don't think they're ever gonna make a sequel, which is just the saddest thing ever. I think if they re-released it to the Switch and like advertised it a bit, then I feel like a ton of people might actually play it. Maybe if they just didn't mention that it flopped on the Wii. Yeah. Yeah, the Joy-Cons, like the Wii motion controls in this game are really good for its time. Like compared to its contemporaries, the motion controls are really good. But uh but the Switch and that combined with the Joy-Cons being more technologically advanced and stuff would be so cool. Imagine the faster speed runs. And I own a Switch, so I could play it faster. Yeah, the Wii U had lots of problems. I mean, I didn't get a Wii U, and I don't feel like I really missed out on much, other than playing Zack and Wiki faster. That's like the main reason I want a Wii U, is so I could play Zack and Wiki faster. Alright, come on. Yeah, there's a handful of games. Okay, nice. I got fast cycle. Sometimes it's hard to kill him. I can't really think of like any games on the Wii U that I really want to play. I should probably just do the lighter there if I get stuck, but I didn't. It's kind of hard to know how long I'll be stuck. Like, probably the best game, one of the best games on the Wii U, Breath of the Wild. Like, I have it on the Switch, so I don't really need it. Okay, good RNG right here. Nope, it's blowing in the wrong direction. Alright, but now it's gonna blow forward. Oh my gosh, is it ever gonna stop blowing this way? Forward. Right now. Yes. Okay. Okay, not great. We got there right as it started blowing to that direction. I don't know which way is how you say north, south, east, and west, because we're kind of in the center of the world, so. Oh, dang it, that guy's like right there. I can do it. It'll be tight. Okay, well, I'm not getting that guy yet. Okay, I won't get the rope yet. I need to check on this guy's cycle. I'm already. Come on. Okay, gotta get to the rock. Gotta get to the rock. Oh, wow. I didn't realize how close I was to not getting him. Get in there. Come on. Okay, this is going very well. I'm getting good cycles and stuff. Not ideal, but good. Okay, he's going up the ladder. Listening to sound cues actually helps a lot in this level. Knowing where he is on his cycles. What? Oh my gosh. Why does this level hate me so much? I didn't do that, I swear. No! I did not touch him. Flake luck was pretty good. I got it on second try. But, I could have sworn I didn't just bump into this guy. How did I die twice? What am I doing here? Oh wait, it's okay. I can just go this way. Because this guy is still dead. But where is he? Oh, whoa. I almost just walked right up there and totally died. Now I gotta wait for him. This is the worst. I don't know why, but sometimes when I get the pebble and I'm standing up there, it just tosses it when I press A, even though I'm totally holding it correctly. If that hadn't happened, well, I'd be stuck behind that guy, but still, it'd be much better. I hate this snake. You stink, snake. I had good cycles and everything. No, this is the first time I've died here. I died once in where was it? Where did I die? There. Wow, so hard. Where did I die? I can't remember all of a sudden. I lost 30 seconds. Oh yeah, I died in Operation Takeback. I walked in the door too early. I walked in the door too early and the goon spotted me because I was dumb. I think I thought of a new route for Operation Takeback, just a small routing change that'll save some time that I don't know how I never thought of before. I'll explain it here while I'm waiting for this guy. Basically, the second you you turn that goon, you transform the goon. Yeah, this level really does hate me, and I hate it just as much, if not more. Should I just kill this goon? How confident am I in my sword fighting? Not confident enough, to be honest. I've got to drop this sword off. That's the only reason I can't just go that way. Okay. I got a pretty bad cycle here. Dying messed up all the cycles. I had some pretty good cycles. Oh, you already tested it? Like, you transform the goon, turn the propeller off, and then go up the propeller to the gun? Interesting. I would think, just thinking about it, that that would be a time save. What I did test was turning the propeller off again, and then and then using it, but he turns it off way too fast for it to be any use. Okay. I don't have to worry about this guy. I did that. Yeah. I'm much better at sword fighting now that I don't have like a full 3/4 of a second of input lag. It's so much easier. It's insane. I don't die 5 times before I defeat him. I knew I had input lag, but I didn't realize what an effect it was having on the sword fighting. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just a lot of cutscenes. Well, if I had tried it, it would have been faster because then I wouldn't have died. The reason I do it this way is because I've got to get the sword down there anyways, so like, I don't want to make an extra trip. And this cutscene's not that much longer. Just a little bit of extra walking. Nope, up here. Alright, here we go. We're in the finishing stretch. Okay, gotta get the bell first. I forgot the bell once. That was not fun. At least it wasn't in a run. Why doesn't he just turn all of his goons back into living goons? Wouldn't it be so much easier to transport them up to his ship if he did that? The time loss from dying wasn't that bad past, dying and having to restart. It could have been, like, way worse, but it wasn't. Did you see my, great chase? It was pretty bad. Yeah, oh yeah, you showed up. I told you what happened. Yeah. Alright, time for me to get my killing on. What? What the heck? There we go. Okay. At least I didn't die. That was kind of rough, though. Widescreen makes this part way easier because you can see him running off to the left. But it makes the Great Chase way harder for me because I'm not used to it. The best place to pull the rope so you never miss it is just listen for him knocking his goon over. Something I wonder about just how this game works, because when you pick up the bell over there, the Wiki bell, you can see it for a split second. It's like in your inventory. So if you hacked the game and put it into your inventory, like what would happen? Yeah, okay, yeah, I know you can't die, but I didn't have to do it again. All right, how much time am I losing here? Well, the split hasn't happened yet, but it's coming up here. Come on, walk over there. Okay, pressing B doesn't help there. Man, why did it bounce so far? I wish I understood how transforming bounces worked better, because it seems consistent and also random. Like if you do it right out of a cutscene, it's always the same. So it must be consistent to some extent, you know? Okay. Accidentally clicking on that barrel feels bad. Okay. Ended a minute and a half ago. Yeah, I figured you're so much better at this level than me. Like, I'm bad at this level and you're good at it. You're not just better than me, you're good and I'm bad. Oh gosh dang it. That doesn't lose hardly any time at all, but it's like free time save. Yeah, well, I'm just hoping that your final battle was bad. I know it was pretty bad. I'm just hoping it's bad enough. All right. You can't catch me. And even if you did, it would end way worse for him than it would for me. I need more lore for this game. I love lore for games. And this game just doesn't have enough. I don't know if I can save a minute and a half in final battle, especially if my Wii remote dies again. But I've got some AA batteries right here in case it happens. Not gonna, not gonna lose 6 minutes to that again. If it happens again, I'll pause the game as soon as I can and put new batteries in. Or just one new battery, because that's... Okay. Yeah, but it's not just a minute and a half because you're split, and so that's like more. Yeah, so world record is pretty much not gonna happen with this run. I had good RNG. It would totally be possible if I hadn't made my three dumb mistakes that have collectively cost me a minute and 41 seconds. Well, I don't know about the death in this one. We'll see. It's definitely over 2 minutes of time lost now. Maybe 2.5. So this was on world record pay. This might have been world record other than messing up like an idiot. Even though I didn't have great RNG. I had good RNG. It wasn't like last time where it couldn't have been worse. At least. Alright, here's the last piece of dialogue. Alright, now let's just see exactly how much time I lost. Oh, not that much. My split for this level is way worse than I thought. Oh wait, I gained that much time? Okay, the split for this level must be wrong, because that's kind of insane. Alright, final battle. Okay. I have a rough history in this level with full game runs. I never do that good. But it's okay, this is going to be the time. I'm going to gain time. This is going to be a solid second place run. Whoa. I hope. Yeah, it was probably just someone like, oh, buy stuff here. I didn't realize how aggressive Nightbot was with that. I love the music for this level. It's like the second best level, I think, as far as music goes. Yeah, a minute, but not like 2.5 minutes. Yeah, I did not gain time on Barbaros Land. That's definitely yeah, the splits are like I'm pretty sure the splits are yeah, the splits are still kind of messed up. Like I think all those splits are from my 312 except for the final split is my PB because I want to compare against my PB at least at the end. I was going to switch to comparing to your 303, but I think I already know that I'm beating that. Unless something goes catastrophic like it did last time. Yeah, like missing these shots. So let's not do that. Yeah, I'm proud of how I'm performing in this level, in this run. Okay, good. Messing those up would lose a lot of time. I generally choke this level. So far, so good. Yeah, 309, that's what I meant. Yeah. I don't have your splits for the 303, but after this, I'll definitely get those comparisons. I wait till last second because this lags the game out really hard. Yeah, beating your 303 would be pretty insane at this point. I would have to discover some new strat on the spot. All right, my batteries are still functioning, so that's good. I'm just glad you can't miss throwing that back because I would miss it like every time because I just flail around randomly. This level's kind of weird how time, like, in all levels, time passes during cutscenes. I think it's weird that these alligators, like, moving around also passes during cutscenes. Because if you do the IL, like, the second group of them, like, you have to wait a long time before it actually starts. Ooh, I almost missed that one. And then here, you go through the cutscene and then it just happens, like, immediately. Okay, getting some really fast ones there at the end. Those are normally fast. Alright, anchor, I think. Yeah, here's the anchor. Alright. If I can get this anchor to throw properly, which I can't do for some reason. Whoops. Alright, there we go. I don't think it matters if this one attacks you, because you either catch it twice or get hit and then catch it once. See, normally you'd have to catch this twice, but now I'm just throwing it back immediately. So I don't think getting hit there matters. So I don't think I really lost that much time. I lost time for accidentally pausing, really. That's the main thing. Come on, pick it up. Okay. I salvaged that walking around weirdly. Pretty good. I don't think it's possible to not take any damage in a full game run. When you can skip cutscenes, I think it's way easier. But I think you're getting hit here no matter what. I wouldn't normally be this careful. There's a little fraction of a second time save you can do if you're fast enough. You can crank that just a little bit. I bet it helps, like, not at all. The time it takes for the gig roast to fire is random? Really? I do not think so. You took no damage? I No, maybe you're right. I don't think it's random. All right. Nope, come on. Come on. What is wrong? Why do you want to do it? There we go. I don't know what the deal was with that. I gotta practice this level, clearly. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I definitely don't think that's random. But then again, you're the one with the world record, so if it's random, it's not that much variation. Ooh, almost got a little too high there. All right, this run turned out very well, despite my multiple minutes of time loss. Definitely over 2 minutes of time loss. And now my splits will be functional, assuming I don't somehow mess up the rest of this level. Yeah, this definitely could have been world record. I just played poorly in some levels. I just glad I could get a good run this week. This definitely isn't, now that I know how close I am to world record, I don't know, maybe I'll grind it out. Yeah. See, 6 minutes ahead, yeah, no. I did this level perfectly fine and I did not lose 3 minutes. Ah. And time. All right. 3:06:40. So the question is, so okay, maybe it wasn't gonna be world record even with that 2+ minutes of time save. It's kind of tough to know how much time I lost in Barbaros Land since that split was messed up. Oh, well, I definitely can't do another run tonight. When will I get to do 2 runs in a row? I don't know if that would be healthy, considering I'd have to do Icicle again, and that level, like, is bad enough when my hand is nice and fresh and yeah, big improvement. Well, it's I got my real PB was a 3:09:46, but I forgot to record that one. So this is 3 minutes better than my last one. Uh, yeah, maybe I did lose 2 minutes 50 seconds. Yeah, it was a definitely good run. Too bad I died twice. It just goes to show how just playing cleaner in general helps a lot. I died twice more than my previous PB and gained like 3 minutes. I gained more than 3 minutes and I still died twice. Yeah, I'm proud of this run, but it's not good enough, which is basically what I say about every time I get a world record. I can push it further. World record doesn't seem so distant, as distant as it did before. Dude, I gotta watch like half an hour of cutscenes almost, so I can for the verification, so I can verify to myself and to the whoever verifies the run. Ugh. Now my splits won't be all weird and wacky. Lots of gold still, which is good. Hopefully everyone Every run will have lots of golds. That might be a lot to ask for. I could stand up and stretch. Ugh. I love the credits. My favorite song is Pirate Ship, then the credits, and then Final Battle probably. I wish I could switch inputs during this. But I don't want there to be any excuse to not verify this run, because switching inputs kind of freezes it for a few seconds. Sadly, I couldn't beat it by 5 minutes, which was kind of my as the run went on. But I did beat I did beat my other time by 5 minutes plus, so that's kind of what I was going for. My goal was 3:07:30. I beat that by 50 seconds. That's good. But I keep setting goals for myself that are way too achievable, apparently. I was definitely not expecting it to get a 3:06, but now that I got it, I know how bad the run was and how much room for improvement there is. What was my goal for Keeper of Ice when I was running it the other day was to get world record. And I ended up kind of smashing world record by quite a bit. I'm worried about the bounce back though. Bowser Jr. loves to find ways to beat my records. If it's not just playing better. Yeah. Your movement, I think, is just so much better than mine. I think that's the number one reason why you have more records than I do is just your movement. And you have a Wii Motion Plus into Wii U. But that's a small that doesn't affect the ILs very much. I wonder how much time I lose just by playing on a Wii due to like load times and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a minute throughout the run. Because viewing the load time side by side, there's quite a difference. It's not huge, but it's more than measurable. I don't think this would be world record or anything. Maybe I should make an auto splitter. Maybe the way I cut out load times is make a separate auto splitter that only time that can count that only counts load times or something. But that's still a problem of not being able to pause the timer with the current auto splitter. Maybe I just go into a frame by frame thing and count all the frames where there's loading and manually remove load times. No, that wouldn't be very fun. I'm sad that the easy-ish to use auto splitter I learned how to use and stuff can't pause the game. I think older versions of it could pause the game. So maybe I'll switch to an older version and try to figure out how to use it. But there's no like guide on how to use the older version because that's all been replaced with how to use the newer version. And the older version was a little harder to use, but it might be fine for this. I think it might not be able to. It might be a pain in the butt though, because I don't know if it can. Because like for all the splits for this one, I just have the words stage clear as my split image. But I think older versions you have to have like a full picture. You can't like have pictures with no backgrounds and stuff. Something I've kind of been thinking about, I think this would kind of be an unrealistic thing to do, but there's a game that was fairly unknown, less unknown than this game. It was an indie game, and they held like a speedrun competition. And so because of that, a bunch of people like found out about it because there was a cash prize and stuff. We probably couldn't do that. Uh, Probably couldn't be like, oh yeah, $40,000 to whoever did it, because the game developer's the one who did that. But I think that might be maybe we could get the word out by like just drawing more attention to the speedrun and stuff somehow. I don't know how to do that though. Does anybody in the community have a very large social media presence? Yeah, probably not. Maybe we need to try to get Will Smith to run the game. He's a YouTuber. Maybe he'd go for it. Yeah, I don't think so. Ugh. All right, almost there. Ugh. All right, almost done. Pin. Get wrecked, Barbaros. I already found them all in a separate universe. One that was slightly less fast. Kind of feel bad for Barbaros. He's like, yes, I'm free. And then he's free for like 3 hours. And then he's turned back into his skeleton, trapped in like the nothingness again. Alright. There we go. I've cleared the whole game. Thank you for watching. There's no one here left, but thank you anyways for those two people who aren't really here. I'm glad I could get this record. And goodbye. Let's gotta get. Well, let's see. Raid. Sure.